Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of emotional for me because I have to struggle within me before I decided to do this based on the request from most of my subscribers, and I hope this video will be helpful to someone out there that is going through same situation that I went through, and I was able to overcome it, and I came out and I'm strong, and I will always remain strong. Please, before I will continue, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I also appreciate your likes, your comments. I do really appreciate it. Please comment on this, and also like the video if you like it, and you are going to enjoy this video today because it's based on a life experience. So it all started when I met this guy. I wouldn't lie about when we started, and the moment we had, the things were unforgettable. But this all started when he started cheating, and that was when he met someone else, and the whole thing turned around to be against me because like the video I had concerning my Valentine's Day, that was true. I didn't forge it, I didn't lie about it, and the whole physical abuse started on that Valentine's night, and that it kept going on and on and on. So I thought it will digress, but rather it was regressing, it was going on. So after the Valentine's night issue, things got better, and he pleaded, I forgave him, and being that I have a soft heart, I forgave him. I forgot about it, but it happened again, and that was when he was about to move to another apartment. I helped to find a place for him, and eventually he paid for the place, and it was for him to move into it. But in Nigeria, we need to clean up any new apartment we are going to move into. So I helped with the washing, the cleaning, and preparing his properties to be moved to the new apartment. I did the arrangement, and I made sure everything was in place. Like, when you are in love with someone, definitely you can go extra mile for the person just to make sure you make the relationship keep going, and you also make sure you make the person happy. So I did all that, and when he was settled in the new apartment, that was on a weekend, and I was so tired to go back to my hostel that day. So I was trying to relax and rest before I would go back after the hectic job I've done concerning the moving of his stuff. So I was trying to rest, and that very day he actually offended me, and I was expecting, okay, he should at least say he is sorry. I'm someone that I am soft spoken, and I appreciate it when someone does something to me and say they are sorry. Immediately I'll forget about what happened, but rather, instead of saying he is sorry to me, I don't know what I was checking on my WhatsApp. Immediately I saw an update on his WhatsApp saying he is sorry to some other girl. Like, seriously, I felt so bad. So I was like, I asked him, you offended me, you did something bad to me, and instead of saying you are sorry to me, rather you prefer to say you are sorry to some other girl out there that I don't even know. I don't know what is between you guys. So sorry. Like, he didn't show any sign of remorse, and I felt so bad. I started crying because I'm an emotional person. I started crying, and that pissed him off, and that was it. I saying so many things to me that they are so hurting to me, and I I didn't want to say a word because I knew at that point whatever I say I may regret it at the long run. So I decided to be quiet. I locked myself in another room in his apartment, and he came. He kept banging the door like I should leave the door, I should open the door. I don't know why he won't let me be. And immediately I opened the door, the first thing I received was a dirty slap. Gave me 2 slaps on my cheeks, and I never expected it. So I was like asking him, what have I done that you would give me a slap like that? And the next thing was beating. I tried to defend myself because I think I picked something, tried to throw at him, but it didn't get him, and that was when he got angry, and the whole thing was hell for me that day. My Because of my complexion, you could see the sign of his finger on my face. And the next day he pleaded, he said he was sorry and all that, and that was it. And I forgot about it. But before that, I think there was a point in time in my life when I thought of committing suicide. That is the point I want to on, because I thought of suicide. One of his girls, the girls he was going out with, he sent me a message on my WhatsApp, and the message felt like I should just give up on myself. Like, I almost committed suicide. I took something to poison myself, but eventually he came around and saved the situation. Gave me like an African man, gave me palm oil in order to not to have effect. And I eventually, the suicide did not take place, but severally he will say some things that will hurt me. So the reason for him beating me up that day after moving to his new apartment was, I came to realize that that girl he was cheating on me with, she actually wanted to move in with him, but I didn't know. So he was looking for all means just to make sure he sent me away from him, like, because he knows when he does that, it will take time before I will like want to visit. He did that after I left, because I left his house, and eventually the new lady packed in. She came in to live with him, and whenever I want to visit, he will try as much as he can to avoid me visiting him, just because he has another woman living with him. And to be sincere, I'm not angry that he had someone else of myself, because he was making me feel less of myself at that time. Overlooked that because I was still in uni then. There was a time he was on leave, and he said, okay, don't worry baby, this leave I will have your time, blah blah blah. And eventually the day he said I was to visit, that very day told me he's still busy at work, that I should don't worry the next day. So the next day came, and I didn't wait I knew I was wrong at that. I didn't wait for his call, so I just went to visit. And when I got there, he wasn't home, so I waited for him to get back home. And when he got home, he exactly like what happened on the Valentine's Day, but this one was worse than the Valentine's Day. Okay, you said you don't want me into your house, and I insisted that why. I kept asking him, why is it that you always try to avoid me, you don't want me around and all that. And he dragged me. He lives in, I think, a story building. He dragged me from the staircase, dragged me down to the last step. And even that wasn't even enough. I was trying to get myself I was trying to get myself from that shock of, so could he do such thing, like dragging me from that height. And trying to I was trying to help myself. And when I got up, trying to get my shoes and to leave, sorry, I'm kind of emotional now. I was trying to leave, to get my shoes and leave. Immediately I got up, he gave me a blow on my tummy and I fainted. So that was when he became scared at that time, because I never expected the punch on my tummy. And he carried me. I think he carried me and tried to wake me up because the pain was much. He carried me up. And when I woke up, I made up my mind that this relationship is not definitely for me, because if it were to be for me, this wouldn't have happened. Because I knew I was really pushing for it to work. I looked the desperate one at that moment, because I don't think he was actually interested in the relationship, being that he has someone else in his life. So I felt he was just playing with the relationship. He wasn't really interested in it. So I decided to be on my own. And he came back, and I would say like I really loved him. And that was why whenever he comes back begging, I will still open my heart to. Came back and we continued, and this same girl kept surfacing. She kept coming into the picture. And this time around it's not like it was before, because she kept accusing me of calling her. Sometimes when I call him, she will pick up the call and she will say so many hurtful words to me. And like a woman saying such hurtful words to your fellow woman, it's not it at all. And when I report the issue to him, he will say it's all lies, that I'm lying about it. And when she will just cook up stories like I called her, and I will deny it because I never called her. And he will say I'm a liar. He will believe her, but he will find it difficult to believe me. And that kept amazing me. Like, why is it that he hates me that much? And he will tell me to swear with whatever in my life I should swear. If I should swear that I didn't call her, that if I call her, let me die, some stuffs like that. And I will do it because I just wanted to clear it, that I didn't do it, I didn't call anyone. Rather, I will call you and she will pick the calls, and you will never believe me. So all those things kept happening on and on. And the last one happened during that his leave. After he dragged me from the staircase, after he dragged me, so few days later he said he was to see me again, and eventually he said he's still busy at work and all that. So I said there's no need, no problem, I'm even busy in school. So that night he called me before, I think before he went to bed. He called me that he was back from work, that he's home now, but he's feeling kind of sick. So I said okay, it's fine, just try and have some rest. So I was actually seeing a movie on my laptop then in school, and I got some messages from WhatsApp, and I was checking through my message, and I eventually saw him online. So I was like trying to ask, you're not feeling too well and you're still online. Hope there's no problem. What is wrong? Are you okay? I was just kind of showing concern. I was concerned and worried at the same time, that I hope he's fine. And when I didn't get a response, that made me kind of scared a bit. So I tried to call him, and when I called, eventually the same girl picked the call, and she kept saying so many things. She said so many things that you're not supposed to say to your fellow woman. She said it to me, and I felt so bad. I decided to let it go, because I'm not supposed to talk to her. I'm supposed to talk to him, the guy I'm going out with. So I decided to let it be. By morning, I should be able to speak to him, even if she will get hold of his phone all through the night. Then in the morning, definitely the phone will be with him. So I waited for morning. I couldn't sleep actually that night, because I kept thinking about all those words she said to me. Like, it was just surprising to me if he could behave this way to me. So I waited. I called him, and I was like, what happened last night? You told me you were not feeling too well, and I called you, and it's your girlfriend that picked the call, and this is what she said to me, this is what she said. The response was so surprising to me, because I never expected him to say such, because he knows when he said okay, sorry, it's fine, I'll sort it out, that one, it would have been okay for me. And what came out of his mouth was that's none of his business, he has nothing to do with that, that is a girl issue, we should sort it out ourselves. Oh god, that really broke me. And I thought of so many things I've gone through in his hands, just because of this same lady. And the action I took was actually wrong of me, but it was just like kind of a revenge, because I knew what I've been through, and it's like I just want to just have a revenge and feel fine of myself. I rushed to his house, and insecticide, and which was wrong of me, and I just wanted a revenge. I got to his house, and eventually, truthfully, she was still in his house, and I called it on her. And that was when I knew he liked her over me, because his reaction at that moment, oh my god. Actually, what I did was wrong, but it shouldn't have reacted that way. he pounced on me and gave me, if I could still remember that, he gave me 5 good dirty slap on my left ears, and immediately my ears blocked. I could not hear for 2 good months on that ear. I could not hear on it from it. And it's what I could not even tell anyone of my siblings, no my mom, because I was warned about him, but I wouldn't listen. All I cared about was okay, I love this guy and he seemed to love me, and all this happening will definitely stop someday, but it kept repeating itself, and he gave me 5 good dirty slap on my ears, and my ears blocked. I could not hear for 2 good months on that ear. I had to go to the hospital to get checked because I was scared that maybe my eardrums are broken or something. But it was checked and the doctor said my ears are fine, that with time it will heal, and that was it. And instead of him being sorry, when my brother came to save the situation, he came out open to my brother that I'm being a disturbance to him and his girlfriend. That got me, like, seriously. He said I'm a pest to him. He said so many things, and I felt like opening the floor just to cover myself, because I never expected that. It means he was like trying to say I'm forcing myself on him, and his family also, they made it look like I'm the worst human being on earth. Kept saying so many negative reports, said I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. But I was the one being hurt here, and that was how ended. It ended in December that year, and in January he has already started asking me out again. Like, seriously, you still want my heart? And I tried as much as I could not to accept him back, but being that I was really in love with him, I accepted him, and still there was no tendency of him changing, because I'm so sorry to say this, but a cheating man will always remain a cheating man, no matter what, because I thought he would change. After about 8 months, I accepted him, and still yet, I gave him a chance, and still yet, there was no sign of him changing at all. And before I will maybe do something to myself in the name of I was feeling bad that he cheated on me also, I decided to just let go when I met my husband, and because he doesn't want it, because the picture I saw in it was that, one, I was the one pushing for it. I wanted the guy doesn't want me. That was the lesson I learned. Let a man want you, know you want a man. And I looked desperate. I felt I was being desperate, and that was why I got all the whole thing that happened. I seemed desperate, I guess. That was why all what happened to me. And I didn't see the red flag of him cheating. I felt he would change, but he never changed until I left. He never changed. I'm using this video to talk to any girl out there going through any abusive relationship, any cheating relationship. My advice is for you to sit down and have a rethink about the relationship, because it could work out at the long run, but if it is affecting you physically or emotionally, I advise you should sit back and have a rethink about it, because it's either the guy will change or he will become worse. Because in my case, it became worse. He never changed until I walked out of the relationship. So it's either he changes or he becomes worse. If you can cope with the abuse, fine, you can still continue. Maybe someday God will touch his heart and he will become a better person. But if you know the abuse is getting to you and you are thinking of suicide, please, it doesn't worth it. Had it been he didn't come to save the situation, that very day I poisoned myself, I don't know if I would have been here to share my story. I don't know if I would have been here. So using this not to cause hate on anyone. I know my family will be watching this. I never said this to any of them, but I'm not saying this story to cause hate between anyone. I'm just saying it to save somebody out there going through the same thing that I've been through, and I came out strong, and I'm here now sharing it to save somebody. Please don't get this message wrong. Please please don't get this message wrong. I just felt like saying it out, letting it out, because most times when I keep seeing the scar I got from the relationship, whenever I see the scar, it always makes me remember what I have been through. With me saying it out and letting it out, I guess I'm going to forget about it for good. Please guys, if there are some words or some things I've said that you don't feel cool about, please, I would like you to comment in the comment section, and I'll also like you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe to my channel, and let me know my my own faults. I'm ready to accept it. Like I said, I accepted every part of it. I accepted my faults. I knew I was at fault at some point, but I would also like your comment my faults to me, and tell me areas where I should also work on. Thank you for watching. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.